Imagine waking up one day to discover someone who used to be close to you is suddenly gone. No fight, no message, no drama, just silence. That silence hits harder than any argument. When a Sigma male cuts you off, it's not random. It's the quiet end of a long list of little things you never noticed adding up. Today I'm breaking down 8 real reasons Sigma males cut people off, and exactly why their exits feel so sudden. Welcome back to Alpha Man Cave. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any truth bombs. Alright, let's get into it. 1. Manipulation and deceit. A Sigma notices patterns. If someone lies, spins the truth, or sets traps to control them, they see it, even when you think you're being clever. But here's the key: they rarely call you out. Instead of arguing with someone who twists facts, a Sigma will quietly collect proof in his head. He watches until he's absolutely sure you're manipulating things. Once trust dies, the relationship is finished. There's no drama, no confrontation, just an exit. So understand this: if you're playing mind games, don't expect a big confrontation. The Sigma won't give you that stage. He'll just move on. 2. Endless illogical arguing. Sigmas like smart talk, honest debates. They enjoy those. But repeating the same pointless arguments, the ones that go in circles, get emotional without facts, or are clearly about control, drains them fast. Imagine trying to explain logic to someone who keeps changing the rules mid-conversation. After a while, the Sigma stops replying. Silence becomes protection. It's not that he loses interest in truth. It's that he refuses to burn energy on a fight that has no finish line. If you value your relationship with a Sigma, learn to debate fairly and stop arguing just for power or attention. 3. Broken promises and unreliability. Everybody forgets sometimes. A Sigma gets that. But when "I'll be there" becomes "I didn't show up" on repeat, it stops being an accident. Promises are tiny contracts of respect. When you break them often, you show that your word doesn't mean much. A Sigma looks for consistency. If you can't be counted on for small things, he assumes you won't be there for big things either. So the texts dry up, plans disappear, and one day you're gone. The lesson: show up. Small habits build trust. Break them, and trust evaporates. 4. Repeated boundary violations. Because Sigmas are calm and don't blow up at every slight, people sometimes test their limits. They assume quiet equals weakness. That's a mistake. A Sigma keeps score quietly. He watches when you cross lines, invade his space, ignore requests, disrespect his privacy. He doesn't always warn you because he believes if you cared, you'd stop on your own. When those violations continue, he reaches the final limit and cuts contact. It looks sudden to you, but it's the last step of a long process. Respect boundaries. Don't assume silence is permission. 5. Intellectual disrespect or gaslighting. Sigmas value the mind. Honest disagreement? Fine. Insulting his thinking, twisting reality, or gaslighting him, pretending his memory or feelings are wrong, is different. That's not a debate. That's an attack on truth. When someone repeatedly denies facts, mocks logic, or tries to make a Sigma second-guess reality, it ends the connection fast. He won't try to convince you otherwise. He'll walk away. For a Sigma, respect for truth is non-negotiable. If you gaslight or belittle his intellect, don't expect to stay in his life. 6. Repeated laziness and sloppiness. Nobody expects perfection, but repeated laziness is contagious. If someone always takes shortcuts, never finishes what they start, or constantly puts in minimal effort, it drags down the people around them. Sigmas don't want to carry someone who won't help themselves. At first, a Sigma might nudge you, give advice, or even help you improve. But if weeks turn into months with no change, he withdraws. He'd rather be around people who raise standards than lower them. If you care about keeping a Sigma close, show consistent effort. Little wins matter. 7. Constant emotional drama. There's a big difference between being emotional and living in drama. Sigmas are fine with real emotions, vulnerability, sadness, grown-up talk. What they can't handle is non-stop chaos, daily meltdowns, exaggerated crises, and drama that becomes someone's identity. It uses up emotional energy without solving anything. A Sigma will listen and help once or twice, but when the pattern repeats, he steps back. He won't shame you, he protects his peace. That protection often looks like silence. If someone's life is a constant storm, a Sigma won't stay to get soaked. 8. Wasting their time with no growth. Time is currency to a Sigma. He doesn't need you to be a superstar, but he needs movement, progress, even if it's small. Talking about change without doing anything is a red flag. If every conversation ends with the same excuse and no improvement, he stops investing energy. Failure is fine if it teaches lessons. Stagnation is different. It proves someone prefers comfort over growth. Once he sees that pattern, distance follows. The Sigma watches actions, not words. If you want to matter, show gradual change and real effort. So those are the 8 real reasons a Sigma male cuts someone off. Manipulation, pointless arguing, broken promises, boundary violations, gaslighting, laziness, constant drama, and lack of growth. Remember this: when a Sigma walks away, it's usually the final result of quiet observation. It may feel sudden to you, but for him it's been building in silence for a long time. If you're watching this and you think you might be pushing someone away, fix the small things now. If you're on the receiving end and wondering why it happened, stop looking for a fight or closure and start looking for the lesson. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit the like button and make sure to subscribe. I really do appreciate your support. Stay calm, stay honest, and always protect your peace. I'll see you in the next one.